Okay, so I had one of the best plays of probably my entire career this season, and I never even stepped on the field. It was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, like kind of the culmination of, I don't want to say my coaching experience, but just like my playing experience, watching as much football as I watch, all led to a pretty cool moment. But first, we have to start off with the fact, as you can see here, everybody let me lie. Okay, I didn't see one comment mentioning the fact that I was wrong in the video about my first punt. I went back to go watch it because actually it was, I think either my brother or sister I was talking to about it. I was like, yeah, you know, it's 47-yard, blah, 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 blah. They said, wasn't it 42? And I was like, I don't know. I thought it was 47. And look at this. Ball's at the 42-yard line. Look at where the ref's standing. 42, 42. This whole time, my life's a lie. So, that makes me upset that happened. So here we are, okay? The situation is down here at the bottom of the screen, as you can see. It's 34-0. Now you might see that 11:48. You might be wondering, okay, what is that? What quarter? 34-0 would lead you to believe maybe third quarter, fourth quarter. It is the second quarter. We're about 19 minutes into this game, and we've gotten a sizable lead. So they're out to punt. They're in a backed up punt situation. Desperation is high right now. As you can see, I'm down here with the blue hat on. That's me just watching this play. I'm looking for anything weird going on. Obviously, first thing that I see, they don't have nearly enough guys on the field. They've got guys running on. And even at this point, there's a lot of confusion about where guys are supposed to line up. That guy, clearly, they've got like a little twins formation going on, and that's not what's supposed to happen. So then, as everything's going on here, if you want to stop, I notice one little suspicious thing that nobody else on my team seems to be paying attention to. And that is the punter and this gunner over here are starting to get a little cozy, you know? So I see the punter start walking down to him. The gunner, you know, is walking back, being like, oh, they're starting to have a conversation. One thing you can notice is these two guys aren't talking, these two guys aren't talking, these two guys aren't talking, these two guys. Like, we've got a little bit of communication going on. Our returner, no, you know, back here not doing much. But nobody else is really chatting it up right now. But I'm just watching them because I'm like, as a punter myself, what the do you have to talk about back there? There's really not a lot. So, obviously, down 34-0, you're playing with house money, or at this point, you're playing with the house's debt. I know, I sniff it out immediately. I'm like, this motherfucker is going to throw it to him. So, as you can see here at the bottom, I start walking down. I'm telling number one, hey, dude, get off the line, because they're going to throw a fake. So he backs up off the line. I don't know why, just it was so obvious. And it's probably because, like I said, they were having a conversation. So this isn't like a billion IQ play, but I'm like 100% calling out the fact that they're about to fake it. This guy catches it, throws it. Number one is full on ready. He makes good contact with the guy, knows the rule perfectly. And you see the flags here. So this is the next part of the play that I get to make a little bit, all right? So effectively, I don't know for those who know all the special teams rules, but you can't get a defensive pass interference on a fake punt when you're throwing to a gunner. And why that's the case is because, think about it, you are lined up literally with the sole purpose of blocking this guy, aka committing a defensive PI as long as he gets past 5 yards. That's your job, is to do that, and you have no reason to think that that's not gonna, you know, be what your job is on this play. So they actually give these blockers protection from getting a defensive PI because their whole job is to try to shove these guys into the closest locker that's available for them. The refs initially throw the flag. I come out, I start arguing with the refs, remind them of what the rule is, and we get that call overturned. You can see my hand up there. I'm pretty upset. I'm like, what are we throwing flags for? And then now, instead of getting the ball back where that was, or with a 15-yard penalty, we're starting ball on the 5-yard line, which is notoriously why people don't go for it on 4th down, and it is such a heartbreaker for the opposing team. Let's see how many people they've got lined up. Look, this linebacker's ready to rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're missing 2 people. You might notice that neither one of these 2 guys over here is covered because of that whole commotion. This guy's trying to get on the field late. Our quarterback has his choice of who he wants to let pad their stats right now. Throws it to 25. Easiest touchdown of all time. And partially, in a small part, thanks to me knowing the rules and being able to sniff out that fake. So that's the only good play I had. Peace.